Hello everybody, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and in this video today we're having a look at my very sick, or what was very sick but is now beginning to recover, kumquat that I thought had actually died on me completely. If you go back through my playlists, and if you look in the citrus playlist, you'll see that on the, I think it was the 22nd of March this year, I had a kumquat that effectively looked like it had a little bit of green growth on it, but basically it looked like it was all but dead. All the branches were dying back on it, and I carried out a removal from the pot and a back to bare root treatment, washing all of the existing heavy soil off the roots to see if I could save the plant. Basically it was planted in what seemed like a ball of concrete, and obviously it suffocated the roots, and the branches were systematically dying back to the main stem. Now the plant was actually, it was left with, after I'd finished it and cut back all the dead growth, I basically ended up with one shoot left on it, which is the one you can see here, which still has 4 leaves on it that were from all that's left of the existing plant. But if I have a look down at the rest of it, the actual graft on this plant is around this section here. This is where the kumquat would have been grafted onto whatever the rootstock was. I've got no way of knowing what the rootstock was, but it was a grafted plant, or at least as far as I could see it was a grafted plant. And basically all I ended up with was this stick here. All of these other branches you can see I was forced to cut off because they literally died back completely to those stumps. So what was a very pretty looking plant before winter ended up being basically a stalk. But as you can now see, 3 months later, I thought it was going to die completely, but it kept this one main stem, and subsequently it sent out some new shoots which are from above the grafted section, so they are kumquat. So we've had these 2 new shoots here which you can see have developed, and further up on this stem here there's new shoots, 2 new shoots which have come out here, and the existing branch that did stay green also has new growth on it as well. So it looks like we may have saved it. Now if you look at that video, I put it into a very free draining, open, well aerated compost with a citrus mix in it as well, and a lot of perlite and bark to keep it open. So from the looks of the growth, I would say that the roots are probably making quite a good recovery, and I would think over the next this summer there's a very good chance that this plant will grow back into a decent looking kumquat. The only downside is obviously I lost all of the main branches that formed the nice framework for the plant, so we're having to start again now. But if I can keep it alive, it should within a year make a reasonable recovery and start to look like a decent kumquat again. It was a shame that it died back so much, but having said that, it could have died completely and just left me with a dead stalk or dead stem, although sometimes the rootstock shoots out again once the grafted area's died, and then you have the opportunity to possibly graft onto the rootstock if you want to transfer your citrus. So it all was not completely lost, but the main thing is I seem to have saved the kumquat. I'm fairly confident it's going to make a full recovery now, as long as I'm careful not to overwater it, but that should be less likely in this soil, which is much more free draining than the soil was previously, and more to the point, even though it's wet I can lift it off the ground now, whereas before it weighed an absolute ton. Anyway, for anyone interested, that was my kumquat update. It's the first update I've done in the 3 months since I did the bare root treatment. I'll link the video down below, and obviously if you go to my playlists, I haven't got too many citrus videos, so you'll be able to see the bare root one video if you're interested. So that's my kumquat, hopefully going to make a full recovery and perhaps get fruits on it next year. Thank you everybody for watching, I much appreciate it. Please remember to like the video, share it with anyone you think might be interested. Please subscribe to my channel and remember to hit that bell if you would like to get updates on other plants and how this one does in the future. Thank you everybody for watching. Brett out for now. Catch up with you in the next video.